The captain of a team isn't just, the best player out on the court, isn't the guy that's always on the court playing. It's actually the guy that is, uplifting everyone, helping them become better, helping them be better.
He's had some setbacks. Volleyball, he's had some setbacks, academic, and just that persistence and still moving forward.
My volleyball career started in high school. It's a team sport. You need others around you, and I'm a very team-oriented person. I got recruited through some random website that I signed up for in my junior or sophomore year that didn't have much of my information on it. And within 2 weeks of receiving his email, I think I'd signed and had no visit to Cornerstone, didn't know I'd be in Michigan, and that's God's plan.
I knew he needed a haircut, but I could tell in that recruiting process that he was going to be a leader for us.
My junior year, it was definitely a struggle. Early off, got really sick, and then I had a lot of issues with my knees, which resulted in a lot less playing time. I had to take a step back and kind of reevaluate, what it really means to be, the captain of a team. It definitely was a stepping stone, a lot of frustration. Wasn't something that was easy to overcome by any means. Definitely this junior year has given me a better appreciation of really finding joy in others. It's more than just yourself out on that court. And it's about how you can best help your teammates succeed that will actually benefit the team. Because when you see others succeed, that gets you excited. At least for me, I get super pumped whenever I see my guys do well out in the court. And as long as you work your hardest to push them and push yourself and then grow together as a team, I think that's the best way to handle it, is just understanding that everything you do is still important to the team, even if you're not the one out there competing.
I came in not really knowing what to expect. Playing with him as a captain, it felt very reassuring and it felt very personable. And it kind of almost felt like some pressure was taken off, knowing that I could maintain that personal aspect that I was looking for.
First thing that comes to mind is pretty simple: to practice, or lift. Wake up early. He's always encouraging during those, which is super helpful because it's hard to wake up every day early and have the drive to continue to lift. But throughout the workout, he'll be like, yeah, let's go. He'll be hyping everybody up, and we really appreciate that because it's hard to in the morning, but it's nice to have that kind of energy that he brings.
He's very real, but at the same time, he does it in such an encouraging way. We're going to work hard, but we're going to get there in a way that's going to be achievable. It's rare to see that someone maintains a positive attitude and at the same time still is able to do a lot of hard things and put themselves through a lot of discipline and still remain energetic. One time he got home from the airport, I think 3 a.m. and he showed up to 7 a.m. lifts the next morning. And he's like, we're ready to go. We're ready to go, even though he was tired. So I found that encouraging.
A lot of his passion comes from his family. He probably will talk about his family when you interacted with him a lot, just because his family means a lot to him. For the main thing of what I've learned from him is just being able to take life as it comes and being confident in who you are in Christ and just being able to just boldly take that next step.
The possibility of not seeing as much playing time is just really, did you give it your best effort? Did you work as hard as you could? And then while you were doing it, were you still uplifting those around you? That competitive spirit to be out on that court will never leave, but I'll never confuse wanting to be out on the court with hurting my teammates. I'll still never miss an opportunity to praise what my teammates did, to get excited for them while they're out on that court, to give them advice where I can through practice. Every guy on the team, they're like my brother. Those relationships, they'll never end. And especially continuing to play in college, that's what makes the sport fun, is playing and competing with my boys,
It's a beautiful thing when someone can be a leader, can work hard, and can, have their own life together, but also be able to be focused on someone else. And that's a sign of a really strong man and a really good person.
Although things don't always go the way that we want them to, he does a good job of rolling with the punches and making the most of his opportunities.
I find more satisfaction out of others succeeding. And so that was definitely like the biggest stepping stone, was really just enjoying watching other people's success. I think just working with others is probably the best thing that you're going to get, not only from volleyball, but from like any team sport, because you learn to work well with others through adversity and through times of distress.